Yo, 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 what's going on, good people? It's your boy, Surrender, man, coming back at you, man, with another how-to video. So we want to kind of hit you upside the head with some information on how to treat abdominal pain. And what we're talking about here is the acute version of abdominal pain, okay? So stay tuned. You ready? Let's get it. All right. So, how to treat abdominal pain. All right, I first want to go through the definition of what we're talking about here. Now, in this particular video, abdominal pain that we are talking about is the acute version of abdominal pain. This is when you basically suddenly have been just hit with a pain in your abdomen, and any otherwise you would be considered a healthy person, okay? That is what we're dealing with today. Now, what are some of the things that we're looking for when we're talking about abdominal pain? Well, first of all, we're looking for persistent tenderness in the abdomen. We're looking for loss of weight, loss of appetite. We're looking for also, too, the bowel. We want to investigate the bowel and the bowel flow and see what's going on in that right there, too. So, the first rule of thumb when trying to treat abdominal pain is that you first have to establish some type of accurate diagnosis. You have to establish some type of accurate diagnosis. And the reason why is pretty much self-explanatory. You're saying that your abdomen is painful, but there are so many different organs and so many different things going on in the abdomen that we really need to pinpoint it. We really need to pinpoint it. So what I would advise anybody to do out there, even from a practitioner standpoint or a patient standpoint, is to try to figure out literally actually what hurts in the abdomen. Where is it? Is it up? Is it low? Is it to the right? Is it to the left? Is it central pain? Okay, these are the things that we want to try to do. And here is the reason why, like I said before, because there's so many different parts to the abdomen. So if a person comes in and they say that they're having flatulence or gas in the intestines or colon, well, that is a basis for a whole nother type of herb. Okay, so this is why we need to know accurately what you're dealing with so that we can accurately prescribe you the right herb for the pain that you're dealing with. So for gas in the intestines and the colon, you need some peppermint. Okay, you need a little peppermint. For the upper right pain in the abdomen, which is normally going to be something called a duodenal ulcer, okay? And this is going to be upper right pain. Then we will prescribe golden seal for that type of pain in that area, okay? Now let's say if you're saying that, hey man, I feel like it's my pancreas is just feeling awful, and pancreas is just irritated. You may have some pancreatitis or some type of inflammation in the pancreas. Well, if that's the case, then you need some dandelion. Okay, you need a little dandelion root. Okay, if it's a gallbladder issue, then you need to be looking at black root. If you're saying that you're having liver disorders, okay, then you need to be looking into fringe tree bark. Fringe tree bark, okay? If you have peptic ulcers, then it's always good to have some Irish moss laying around, okay? I know people that take that and don't even know what it's really for. It's for peptic ulcers, okay? If you have any type of bilious attack, you need some wild yam. If you're having gastroenteritis or gastroenteritis, you need meadowsweet. All right, and for a lot of these herbs, they're right there at your fingertips. A lot of these herbs are sold in your health food stores or your herb shops. And if not, you can probably find them online, okay? But gastroenteritis, you need meadowsweet. Now, if you're having lower left pain, all right, lower left pain in the abdomen sometimes means that you're dealing with some type of colitis, whether it's diverticulitis or just some type of colitis itself. Then we're saying that you need fenugreek seeds, all right? For any type of lower left pain, fenugreek seeds. If we're talking about female organs within the abdomen, so basically what you're talking about there is, the uterus. So if you got any type of uterine pain, any type of uterine issues, then Even though this says Vitex, it goes off the name of Agnes castus. All right. So for females, you want to do Vitex. If you're having kidney disorders, okay, and it's causing you abdomen pain, all right. Once we narrow it down and once we narrow it down and we realize that it is your kidneys, then we will prescribe to you Buchu, Buchu. Okay. Now, what if it's your bladder? Then we would say, okay, let's look into getting some parsley period. All right. If it's a hiatus hernia, then we will prescribe to you papaya and golden seal. You see how this goes? You see how it's so many different things. So you just can't come in there and say, hey, my stomach is hurting and I don't know what's going on. It's very hard for the practitioner to really give you something that will take care of the actual issue. Now, if you're dealing with constipation, of course, Senna or herbs like Cascada Sagrada would be good for constipation. If you have central pain, so here you had central pain. So first, the pain was in your central location of the stomach, and then it began to try to settle in the lower parts of the abdomen. We call that acute appendicitis. Okay, that is acute appendicitis, and what you need to take for that is lobelia. Okay, lobelia for that. And like I said, that first starts in the central area, and then it kind of settles in the lower right side of the abdomen, and that would be considered an acute appendicitis. Okay, if you're vomiting up blood, we recommend you look into American Crane's Bill. American Crane's Bill. All right, and I'll try to put all of these things down in the description below. I will try to. Okay. If we're dealing with enlargement of the glands, okay, then it has been known that poke root will be a great herb to take for enlarged glands, okay. Now that's an old remedy there. Now a lot of times in the olden days, we used to give a blanket remedy for abdomen pain, and that pretty much was turkey rhubarb with or without cardamom seeds, okay. And that pretty much was the old way we did it, because we didn't really have a lot of ways of pinpointing exactly what. And of course, the patients don't necessarily know exactly what it is as well. So, you know, that blanket prescription of turkey rhubarb was just out there. But what we like to do now, and as you can see, even now when you go to the hospital or whatever, you know, they tend to feel on your stomach and ask you, do you feel pain in the lower? Do you feel pain in the left? Do you feel pain in the upper? And the reason why they do that is to try to get some kind of accurate diagnosis of literally where the issue is, so that they can make sure that they prescribe you the right thing. Now, with all of that being said and done, this was just the first step at trying to pinpoint what actually is your issue so that we can give you the right prescription. Now, the second thing you can do when dealing with acute abdominal pain, please do not try to take laxatives until you have come up with some accurate diagnosis. I will repeat that. Do not try to take laxatives until you have come up with some type of accurate diagnosis. All right. Now, again, number 2, diet is going to be very, very critical to anybody dealing with any kind of acute abdominal pains. What we recommend is that you don't eat any kind of foods until the inflammation disperses, okay? And you can have some kind of drinks, but we suggest a drink made of slippery elm. And slippery elm has a lot of mucilage in it. It has a lot of things that will support the mucous membrane. And the reason for that is it will help coat and soothe the intestines and all things dealing with the abdomen and the digestive tracts, okay? So slippery elm drinks is all that we want you to be drinking. Things that will coat your stomach, coat your intestines, coat your organs, and things of that nature. So slippery elm drinks, no hard foods, okay? No spicy foods, none of that. Basically, you're on a drink diet, you know, until we can get this thing resolved, okay? So no laxatives, no hard foods, no spicy foods until we can get the pain dispersed. Okay, and that's how you treat abdominal pain. And if you guys have any questions or any concerns, if you know of anybody dealing with acute abdominal pain, Please share the video. Let them know that we have remedies for them out there. If you guys need any consultations, please feel free to comment below and I'll give you my email. And if you guys need any more information on any types of herbs or any type of disease or sicknesses, please chime in, inbox me, let me know, and we'll definitely look it up and we'll definitely let you know what we can, what we come up with and what's out there for you. Okay. So this has been your boy Surrender Man, and we appreciate all the love and all the support that you guys are giving us, and we're going to continue to do it big for 2019. Until next time, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peace.